What's up everyone, in this video we are going to add the functionality of flip player. We will flip the player basically. So let's jump right in the video without any further ado. So right now we are inside our IDE. So let's see what we can do. So there are some changes that I made. This is a small change that I made. Created a variable called game still going, and I set it to true, which means the game is still going. So from the beginning I set it to true. So I here's a little change that I did. In that loop I wrote while true. In place of that I wrote game still going. That's easy enough to understand. So let's create a function called flip player, a quick function. So sorry, flip player. That's it. Let's do some. So what will happen? So what will happen in this function? This function will basically flip the player, like once one first time x, then o, then x, then o, like that, right? So basically if the current player is x, then current player equals to o. If it's o, then it's x, right? So if current player equals x, right, equals x, then current player equals o, and next if current player equals o, then current player equals x. That's it. And now as you can see, there are some errors, right? What the error says, let us see. The error says shadows name current player from outer scope, which basically means in this type of errors, what you can do is, this basically means, we are calling a variable which is outside this function. The variables which are outside the function are called global variables. So these are basically um, global variables. So these are basically global variables, and to call this, what you need to do is, just there's a small thing that you need to do. Global, sorry, not like that. Global and the variable name current player. That's it. So now let's call this function here in the play game area. It's flip player, right? No, let's call it here. It will be easy. So what this handle turn will do, it will it will place the x or o, and then it will display both, then it will again flip the player. So it makes more sense, right? Flip player. So let's add two spaces and two spaces, and let's give a small comment here, which is a really good practice. So this function basically flips the player from x to o and vice versa. That's it. So let's reformat this file, and it's cool. So let's run it and check it out. Sorry, let's run this main2 file. Let's run it. Okay, so 1 x. So next we should get o, right? So boom, we got o, right? So it's really easy. We're just dividing this whole project into functions, which is making this project really easy. And what this flip player is doing is really easy to understand. This code, if current player, which is here, we defined it here as x from the beginning. You can define it as o. It's your choice. So if current player equals to x, then it will set current player to o. Then if current player equals to O, it will set current player to X. So as this variable is defined outside the function, so these variables are basically known as global variables, of variables which are defined outside the function. Those are known as global variables. So for that we need to call that function by calling this global and the function name. That's it. So let's see if we can call more than one function using this global tag. Let's see. Suppose we want to call this game still going. So if we just give comma, game still going. Yeah. So if you want to call multiple variables, you can just give comma. You'll get that. So that's it for this video. See you in the next video. Peace.